It's one of those little truisms of life, isn't it, Libra, that to get to a different place, we have to come to an understanding of why we are where we are. And not in the sense of using blame or shame or judgment to be like, you know, the reason you haven't met your goal is blah, 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 blah. No, we don't do that here. By the way, hi, welcome to Zero's Journey. I'm Madeline. When I say we don't do that here, what I mean is we don't do that here on this channel. The whole point of this channel, and is the point of your mission statement for the month of October, but we'll get into that in just a second, is to understand why we do the things the way we do them. To reflect, here's your mission statement for the month of October, Libra, to reflect on why we do the things we do, why we feel the way we feel. So Spirit is asking you this month to simply notice patterns of thoughts, patterns of attention, patterns of focus. Where is your focus? What are you thinking about all the time? Are there repetitive or consistent feelings or dynamics that come up for you? You know, do you wake up, this is what Spirit is saying, do you wake up thinking about the same thing every day? Do you go to sleep thinking about the same thing every day? Do you have a reflection practice? You know, do you journal? Do you meditate? Do you do anything to kind of, again, put attention, put notice on why you are the way you are? Why things are the way they are? You know, does this dynamic that I'm in with my partner rhyme with the way that I was raised, or whatever? Simply noticing our patterns takes us a long, long way to being able to untangle them and reweave them the way we want to, right? So Spirit is saying, like, if we can think of certain patterns, certain, you know, habits, which are neural pathways, life is fractal, right? When we've done certain things over and over again, we've got a little knot where it's like, well, yeah, this is where my brain goes. When I think about this, I feel this, and then I do this. And that's what they're saying. Think this makes me feel this, makes me do this, you know, do this behavior to disassociate or to cover up the feeling or to escape or whatever. And Spirit is saying, hey, engageism over escapism. It sounds weird, but if you're feeling off or uneasy or whatever, go into the feeling. Be with the feeling. Don't try to avoid it. Don't try to bypass it. Be fully engaged with it. Hey, why are you coming up? Okay, what's bothering you? Like the way you would to a friend, you know? Not an original observation, but when you treat yourself like a friend, you know, life gets a lot more friendly. Just, again, another little truism of life, Libra. Now, before we get into the story of your month, because we will get into your tarot, I want to bring your attention to the fact that the swan is the figure on this card. And, you know, Libra, you're known for often going through that young, awkward phase, like ugly duckling who turns into a beautiful swan. What Spirit is reminding you is your processes may not look beautiful and graceful and swan-like all the time. Some of your processes, pardon me, might look a little bit ugly duckling. That's okay. It's because you're growing into a beautiful swan. It's because you are growing into your full and whole self, should you choose to accept that mission. Okay, so Libra, happy solar return. So many Libras born in October, and happy belated if you are a September Libra. Regardless, we are in Libra season, and that means the sun is in your sign, putting a spotlight on you. Spirit just threw this card out. I will shuffle it back in, but Spirit threw out the world. Spotlight on you, Libra. Let's see if they double down and bring it out for your story. But now is the time. It would be a perfect time when the sun is in your sign to reflect and to gain understanding. Consciousness, right? The sun brings light to things. Why am I the way that I am? Are there any things about me that, you know, I love and adore? And are there any things about me that I would like to release, untangle, reweave? Now is a great time to do it. Reflect. Just noticing, like I said, not even trying to change, not even trying to untangle. Noticing, picking up behaviors, picking up patterns, that goes a long way to detangling us. All right, Spirit, what do you want to say for Libra in October? Spirit, what do you want to say for Libra? What's the story for Libra? Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising, Libra dominant folks, Spirit. What a Libra energy people need to know in the month of October. Where are they in their story? What's going on around them? What's going on inside them? What energy is available? What do you want to make Libra aware of in October for their highest good, Spirit? In October, what is Libra? What do Librans need to know for their highest good? Wow, these cards are jumping. Wow, I can see one of your cards. Okay. What does Libra need to know, please, Spirit, for their highest good in the month of October? Let's go. Libra. You got a bonus card. Happy birthday. Okay, Libra, Spirit. The truth for the highest good of Libra in October. Yes! Look at you in your power. This wasn't even the card that turned face up. King of Air, Libra. You're an air sign. Coming through as the King of Air says you are definitely in your power. And ready to let something go. Or maybe you're just thinking about it. Some of you are letting it go. Some of you are making a new plan. Ooh, we'd love to see it. Wow. Boy, happy birthday to you, Libra. Yes. Goodness. Goodness. Okay. Reflect. Reflect. I'm going to come right here, Libra, to the key to your reading. The Hanged One. Look at this person reflecting. Look at them turning life upside down and looking at it from a whole other angle. The Hanged One taking a pause, hanging out for a minute, suspended animation, suspension of disbelief. These are all the things Spirit is saying. So if you were to dream a little deeper, maybe a little bigger, I think you've been dreaming too small. That's simply what I'm hearing. That is simply what I'm hearing, Libra. And that's a very exciting thing to hear. Let's come to the center of your reading. New perspective, indicated by the Hanged One, right? I already showed you. Here you are in your power, King of Swords, King of Words, King of the Mind. And you can be anywhere on the gender spectrum and come through as a king. What that speaks of is managing yourself, your talents, your words, your thoughts, your abilities extremely well. It's being disciplined. It's the benign good aspects of like patriarchy, right? So like protection, taking care, defending, activity, conquering things that you want to conquer, mastering things you want to master. Now, what's crossing this, very imposing King of Swords is a very different energy. Very sweet, very fun. Six of Cups is childhood, it's reunions, it's being playful, it's being in a place where you feel creative and free and joyful and ready to share that joy and that creativity. And you're definitely ready to share. I see a lot of love and support and like family and tribal type of support here. But you've got some adjustments to make. Now, of course, Spirit's asking you to reflect this month. What's working for me? What's not? And just recognizing that we don't like something anymore, the place we're living or the job we're doing or the relationship that we're in. Again, just the recognition of like, okay, I don't want to be here anymore. Or, okay, this is what I want to do, or whatever. Simply speaking the truth to ourselves, which is a very King of Swords thing to do. King of integrity, King of honor, King of these are my values. I only speak and walk and live by my values. When you get really clear, it feels like Libra, of course these are general readings, so it's going to be different things for different Libras, but it feels like many of you have either already come to a conclusion or you will come to a conclusion over the course of October that something has changed inside of you. This is the energy going on within you. Now, Ten of Swords, listen, nobody likes to get this card. It's not a fun card. Ten of Swords is defeat. It's feeling exhausted. It's feeling like I tried everything and I still didn't succeed, or I still didn't get what I wanted, or in many cases for a Libra, like this person still didn't understand. Like, and maybe they're Oh, okay. So for some of you, Libra, this is very specific, but Spirit is saying for some of you, you have had to cut off like a relationship, and the other person is upset, and it's like, well, yeah, like they're losing you. You kind of can't expect them to be chill and happy and like for very little to change other than, okay, we're no longer in this relationship together or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You kind of have to make peace with, I can't make a change without things changing. That's what Spirit is saying, is like, if I want things to change, things have to change. And if I want things to change, it might hurt some people around me or surprise some people around me or etc. Spirit is saying, hey, you're the King of Swords this month, Libra. What do your values say? If you're living by your values and you've really reflected on those values and you know why you hold what you hold and you believe what you believe, then you're never doing someone or something wrong by saying no if it's not fucking aligned with you. So 10 of Swords on the inside, I have to let this go, or I'm feeling like this is a loss and I need to move on or make a change. Hovering above that, how the 10 of Swords is manifesting in your life, you are looking at making a change. So for some of you, what Spirit is being, some of you could consider this metaphorical, for some of you this will be literal, where it's like, this specifically is telling me I'm done with this job. Like I'm done with making my money in this certain way. It's not giving me what I want. Like I want to make some adjustments. It's not poverty by any means. 7 of Pentacles is like, well, some of this stuff is going great and some of it not so much. Where do I really want to put my investment? Time, money, energy, effort, Pentacles. Things that are tangible, things that produce tangible results. It would serve you very well to let go of what's not working, what's just showing itself to be not working. Okay, like either this like isn't giving me the yield that I want, like a farmer standing in front of their crop, right? And this is what Spirit is saying. It would be very foolish, and not in the good capital F foolish kind of way, for a farmer to be like, wow, the beets, like the beet crop this fall was crap. Like it must be because I'm a terrible person. It must be because like I'm worthless at what I do or what. No, there's a lot of fucking factors at play. You got weather, you got soil, you got all kinds of things going on here. So rather than internalizing that defeat or that loss, Spirit's like, make an adjustment like a farmer would. Well, okay, beets were for shit this fall, but the arugula is doing great, so I guess we're gonna double down next year on arugula or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make adjustments as necessary. Spirit is saying, be honest with yourself. King of Swords, 10 of Swords. What do I know for a fact is done or is crap or needs to be done or I'm tired of, I'm exhausted of? Energy is on your side, Libra. Your emissary, Venus, the Empress, is sitting in the past. What is right behind you or what is a point of reference. So Spirit is reminding you, you are a charmer. The Empress is also the creative. She is Venusian. She brings beauty, art, harmony, sweetness to everything and everyone around her. Very Libran energy. The more, Spirit is saying, they're bringing me back to the swan thing and saying the more you are able to be fully yourself, shamelessly yourself, the better things are going to get. The better and better and better things are going to get. If you've been trying to like kind of cut parts of yourself off so that you can fit into a box, now Spirit is being real fun. Okay, so Cinderella, right? I don't know how many of you know that Cinderella is, I believe it's of Germanic origin, I believe, the original fairy tale. What I can tell you for a fact is that in the original fairy tale, when the prince is going around with that glass slipper trying to find Cinderella, and the stepsisters are like, hey, try it on me. It's not like all cute in the movie where they put the shoe on and it like she's trying to squeeze it in there or whatever. No. In the book, like in the original fairy tale, these bitches were cutting off toes and heels to try to make that fucking shoe fit. No. If the shoe don't fit, the shoe ain't for you. You do not need to cut pieces of yourself or your truth or your needs off to make the shoe fit, Libra. The more you are yourself, Empress in your past, here is your future. The more you are yourself, the more you are the flower that is you, just emanating the scent that wants to come off of you when you are caring for your roots and caring for yourself, you just blossom. Your money blossoms too. Your support blossoms too. 10 of Pentacles, home, hearth, family, wealth, security, generational, what's the opposite of a generational curse? Like generational spells. Beautiful, weaving together energy. 10 of Pentacles says, I have more than enough. I have so much that I can share with everybody that I care about. And when you cut your losses and redirect your energy into what is working for you, things flourish. Flourish. Where do they flourish? They flourish under the sun. This was the card that flipped up while I was shuffling your cards, that I was like, oh, hi. Hi, solar return. Hey, Libra. Step out. Step out into the sun. Recognition, knowing yourself, treasuring yourself, accepting yourself, and then being able to like honor and celebrate yourself so that other people can honor and celebrate you. You've got 2 cards right next to each other, symbolizing being seen and celebrated for just who you are, just what you do, your skills, your talents, your creativity, what you bring to the table, even just your charm. The sun is positivity, it's health, it's growth, it's clarity. You are moving toward a clearer, more secure future the more that you embrace that inner Empress, the more that you recognize that the King of Swords and the Empress in you can exist at the same time. Kings are there to protect queens, right? Emperor there to protect Empress. Empress there to fucking give life to Emperor. Queens there to give life to kings, to give them something to cultivate. You know what I'm saying? To protect. The other key to your reading, right next to the Hanged One, when you take a pause, when you reflect, maybe step away, take some time off, 7 of Pentacles, step back, look at the yield, look at the farm, how are things going? You'll recognize that there is something that you can make a lot more of. A skill that you have, or a little chunk of income that you can invest, or a piece of time, remember Pentacles, tangibles, something that you can invest that can yield that 10 of Pentacles, like this little seed that with time and care and effort and energy, I can grow into this orchard that will take care of me and feed all of the people that I love, entire community, entire family. Invest in yourself. Take the time to dust off and prune your plant of what's dead or dying or simply not working for you anymore, so that that energy can go to the rest and it can bear fruit just for you. So sweet. Love to see it, Libra. Wow, damn. As a Libra sun myself, I'm pretty excited, and I would love to hear how October's going for y'all. Please let me know. If you enjoyed this, it would be super helpful if you would hit that like, or if you didn't, hit that dislike. That helps too. I appreciate you. If you ever want to get a personal reading, or if you want to keep hanging out, I've got a Discord, I've got places where you can make appointments, I've got a Patreon if you want to support the channel and get freebies and stuff. Lots of cool stuff in that little box right underneath my whole face. Thanks for being here, Libra. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful month and a great solar return. And if I don't see you in one of the weekend vlogs, then I hope I will see you in your November reading. Bye, Libra.